The shift from financial controller to a finance leader is a really big step. And personally, I find this more extreme and challenging than what it was going from an unqualified accountant to a qualified accountant. Hi, my name is Alysha Randall, and I train new and aspiring CFOs within startups and scale-ups. And then hopefully today, this is the last recording where I have my crooked glasses. I've been watching some of the videos I've been recording over the last few weeks, and it's like out of control. But unfortunately, I can't see without them, and I've got new ones coming next week, so I can't wait. But anyway, this is just being recorded in, and it's going to stay in history. I might have to redo it because this crooked glasses are driving me crazy. But anyway, back to what I want to talk about. And please click subscribe, and I promise all future videos will have normal glasses back on. So going from that change from financial controller to finance leader, the biggest change is you're moving from backwards looking finance management and you're changing into a leader who is much more forward focused and much more strategic. So if you're in a startup and you want to be a CFO, understanding what this change is and bridging that gap is really important. So as I said, the key difference, financial controllers not only focus on backwards looking, but they focus on compliance, accuracy, historical reporting. Now, finance leaders care about these things for sure, but the most of what they spend their time in is being strategic decision makers and forward looking. So then, even though they care about past results, or me, I'm a CFO, care about past results, you look at them to guide you about the future when reviewing the management accounts. It's probably worth saying if the management accounts doesn't give that visibility, you may just want to check out. I've got this mini course, doesn't take long. It's an advanced management reporting course. It's very quick and small, but I'll leave the link below if you want to check that out. But leadership skills are really necessary to understand the business challenges, and also it helps you with decision making and influencing that decision making. So there's kind of 5 steps I wanted to just touch on when you're transitioning from that financial controller role into a future CFO. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. The first one is really adopting a forward thinking approach. So you want to adapt that ability so that you can forecast, you can strategize, you can identify trends, and you're really helping drive decisions that align with future business goals. Now, I've talked about business goals quite a bit, largely because you need to understand what they are so that you can help encourage business to get there. It's also really critical when you're budgeting. You can't budget until you know what the strategic long-term goals are and you know what the short-term operational goals are. And your budget is there to check the financial validity of those decisions. And if they don't make financial sense, it's back to the drawing board. So if you want to have more understanding of strategic and operational goals, I'll link some further resources for you for that. The second one is embracing leadership. You know, leadership skills is very different from management skills. So you do need to do a bit of self-study. I have plenty of content on leadership. I also have a free leadership guide. Again, I'll link that below. But you also want to build your confidence and your communication skills because that is a big part of being a leader. And you want to demonstrate how you're connecting that financial data with the broader organizational objectives. So whether that's helping you find your voice, again, I'll link that for you, but it's also that mindset of being a leader. Number 3 is understanding the business. So you do have to move beyond numbers. You're not just looking at what is finance doing, how is everything affecting finance. You do actually want to think about those operational insights and really collaborate with other departments. So this is where business partnering skills come in. Of course, I've talked about business partnering in detail. And you want to work with other departments. So you're getting yourself outside of the finance department and you're really working together to understand what is going on with the business and how you can achieve those goals. Number 4 is focusing on value creation. So you want to go beyond just reporting and you want to identify areas for growth. You want to identify cost efficiencies and also market opportunities. So it's thinking about the industry that you're in. It's looking at the competitors within your industry, looking at the business model, how efficient is it, but also looking within your business model, are there areas that are much more profitable? Are there areas that are not, that you may need to let go or improve? Are there things that you can slightly tweak so it becomes more profitable or test? And are there different things that you have heard that are happening within the industry that might be worth bringing to the table? So these are the things that you need to encourage the conversation. It's not about dictating and coming up with all the ideas, but it's being part of that conversation. And number 5, which I think is really important, is developing a growth mindset. So again, I've talked about this before, but a growth mindset is the opposite of a fixed mindset. So a fixed mindset is saying, this is my intelligence, this is who I am, and I can't do anything about it. A growth mindset is, if you have heard of the 10,000 hours before, then you'll understand this kind of theory. But if you're willing to learn and you're willing to grow and willing to change and willing to take on new things and take yourself out of your comfort zone, then you're going to just become a bigger and stronger leader than where you are today. So it's really important to develop in self-learning, invest in courses like my Financial Leadership Fundamentals, and look at some critical tools that can help you grow your leadership skills and then help you navigate this transition. So confidence does precede leadership. So you do need to look at confidence and leadership skills before you get that coveted role. So startups and scale-ups, they really need leaders who can balance finance with vision, bridging financial data with the company's future. So transitioning into this role is really important, and understanding what you can do and how you can bridge some of your gaps now before you get there is only going to put you in an advantageous space. If you'd like, I can join my waitlist for my book on this very topic. Or, as I said, you can register the Financial Leadership Fundamentals course. This really gets you from a financial controlling management role into a CFO role. So it's looking at all of the aspects from one to the other. And it also gives you what I like to call a task list. When you're a financial controller, you know exactly what you need to do every single month because it's the same every month, let's be honest, or every quarter. Whereas when you're a leader, you don't necessarily know what your tasks are if you've never done it before and you don't have a mentor or a coach or someone to learn from. So this gives you the structure that you need, loads of actions, both the book and the course, and it gives you the foundations that you can go into your role and implement. Anyway, so hopefully that's been useful. I really like to hear from you, and anything that you feel that you need some help with, particularly in a finance leadership role within a startup or scale up. Don't forget to click on subscribe, and I'll see you next week.